Hello everyone, GadgetGirlKylie here, and welcome to a channel update video about my Patreon page. So there's actually quite a lot of stuff that I want to talk about on this video, but the main thing I do want to announce is the monthly giveaways that I'm going to be doing for Patreons only at the $5 a month tier or above. So if you pledge $5 or any tier higher than that, you will automatically be entered into the giveaways. Now, I will talk more about this later on in the video, so make sure you stay tuned to that if that interests you, along with announcing what games that I will be giving away as well. I apologise guys, I'm pretty sick, which brings me on to my next subject. I couldn't stream yesterday, can't stream today, and I don't know about tomorrow because I am pretty ill. My bed looks like a medicine cabinet has just exploded onto it. There's packets of lozenges, lockets, Dequadin, numbing sprays, pills, whatever it may be. I'm doing everything I can to try and fight out whatever this bug is. It's horrible. I caught it from my boyfriend Chris. Thank you so much. You know, it's perfect timing. But yeah, and I just feel really bad about not being able to make content at the moment because obviously with announcing my Patreon page, I didn't want to cut back on my content all that much, even with what is going on right now, but this bug has forced my hand, so I do want to genuinely apologise guys for not being able to bring you video or streaming content at the moment. Hopefully tomorrow, please let me stream tomorrow. Fingers crossed. Now, honestly, the amount of love and support that I've had on the I Need Your Help video where I announced my Patreon page has been amazing, guys. I've just been so emotionally overwhelmed by it all. You have been so fantastic and supportive. Like, oh, it's making me it's making me a little bit emotional just thinking about it. I've spoken before about my anxiety issues, so that video was really difficult and emotional for me to make. I was so nervous and I was in tears. I actually threw up before making the video and actually again after I uploaded it because I was just so flared up. My anxiety was really kicking in, anticipating the kind of responses that I would get to that video. No one likes it when a YouTuber talks about money. No one likes it when a YouTuber asks for help on Patreon or through Stream Tip. So I was just really concerned about the reaction that I would get to that video, but overall the amount of positivity that I've had has just blown me away, guys. So I just want to thank you truly from the bottom of my heart that so many of you don't want to see my channel go. You don't want to see me leave YouTube. So just thank you so much for that, guys. You don't know how much of a emotional boost these comments are right now for me. It's been a very difficult time on the channel. I've been incredibly stressed and depressed about the current state of things. So just the amount of support is amazing, guys. I need to change subject because otherwise I'm going to start crying. But as you can see on the Patreon page, we already have 19 amazing people who have decided that they are financially able to support me on Patreon. So thank you so much. I've also had a couple of people opt for the one-off donations on Stream Tip, so again thank you. Honestly, the financial help is, I don't want to say the best way to support me right now, but it is certainly the strongest way to support me right now because that is where the channel is struggling the most, is the ad revenue being earned. We are already at $158, which is just amazing, guys. Again, thank you so much for that. We're getting tiny baby steps closer to the $600 a month. The reason I've put that as a goal is because that's how much the channel was earning just from ad revenue per month before this fiasco started with advertisers pulling out. So that's why that goal's there, because if we could reach that goal on Patreon, as it says in the description, the channel would almost be secure. It would mean that I wouldn't have to quit YouTube, I wouldn't have to leave and go do full-time work and delete the channel. So that is the target right now. Now, whether the ad revenue picks up on YouTube is a different story. I can only hope that that will be the case in a couple of weeks. There was a notification up on my YouTube banner, excuse me, about this, and it did say that ad revenue will fluctuate for a couple of weeks, so fingers crossed it does start getting better. I will have to assess the earnings of the channel in 2 months' time. Who knows, maybe if we get more support on Patreon, if the ad revenue improves on YouTube, maybe it will be enough. The ad revenue combined with the earnings from Patreon and stream tips might be enough, but we shall have to see. When something like this happens, it's incredibly frustrating because it's not a case of working harder. This is something on YouTube's end. They've caused a problem where advertisers have pulled out, which means less ads on videos, which means less revenue for content creators. So essentially right now, when a creator makes a video, depending on their sub size and how many views they get for the video, you know, channels like mine are working for pennies when we upload a video right now. I mean, it was bad before, but it's even worse now. So that's just the reality of the situation, really. But yeah, I think it's time to move on, guys. So what I'm saying is, if you decide to pledge to me on Patreon or via stream tip, it really helps the channel in a lot of ways. But if you don't, that's cool. If you can't afford to, that's cool. There are plenty of other ways to support me outside of Patreon. It's all listed on my Patreon page, nicely laid out and easily written, so that you guys can check it out and maybe help me out in other ways. So yeah, the link to my Patreon page is in the video description. I do think the $5 tier per month on Patreon is a really good method of supporting me, guys, because it's kind of the equivalent of having a YouTube gaming sub button or a Twitch sub button, but on top of that you're getting additional benefits such as the exclusive access to channel updates and automatically being added into giveaways as well. So it's a really good entry tier to support the channel, is what I'm saying. So if you do enjoy my live streams and my video content, but you kind of wish I had a sub button, then just consider the $5 tier on Patreon the equivalent of a sub button. I think that's the best way to look at it, really. This is my first giveaway, which I'm pretty excited about. These are just codes that I had left over that haven't been used, which are fine to give away. They are 2 EU PS Vita digital codes, so I will just give these out to the winners via private messages through my Patreon account. And obviously you will need a EU account to play these games. Sadly, games are region locked. So yeah, don't worry, I haven't forgot about my American audience. I will be doing a American giveaway next time, so don't worry about that. It's just that these were codes that I had available, so I decided to throw these in. So if you want to be in with a chance of winning one of these games, because there's 2 and there's going to be 2 lucky winners, then you need to make sure that you pledge to me at $5 or more before the 1st of next month. So as you can see, the giveaway is running from today, April 22nd, until May the 5th, so that does give you a little bit of time to enter and support me on Patreon at the same time. Now, I do want to try and do a giveaway once a month on Patreon because I do want to reward those for supporting me. And don't worry, this won't actually cost me anything because I'm probably going to use some of my PlayAsia affiliate credit to get these games, so it's actually not going to cut into my earnings like at all. So yeah, I want to at least like give away one game or one PSN points voucher per month, something like that. If I can get extra codes, then obviously I can throw those into the giveaway as well. So I will start contacting publishers and asking if I can get codes for giveaways to include in my Patreon, basically. So that's the plan. So thank you for watching, and hopefully we will have 2 lucky winners next month after the 5th. See you later. Bye bye.